So, I've been playing this game for an exceptionally long time, and I'm in an area where not many people hang out, and it's called the Dueling Circle, which, I mean, it's square, so I don't know why it's called the Dueling Circle. Maybe it's because of that single circle, the only circle in the entire square, but I digress. I love PvP in this game. I absolutely love it. My only problem with it is that nobody really does it because there's no real rewards to it. And what I'm trying to say is, when I say there's no rewards to it, like obviously you can get the fancy old glamours and the stuff like that. Like there's the Garo stuff going on. Is it Garo? Garo? I don't know. You can get this stuff right now. It's kind of, it's got its thing, but I mean, the glamours never really looked that great, except for the butterfly. I mean, look at that butterfly. Oh my god, it's beautiful. But you don't really get anything else out of it. You get a few other items. I think there's like a headpiece that everybody buys just because they're weebs though. And then you don't really get anything else out of it. And I kind of wanted to talk about the whole PvP experience and what you get from it and what should change in order to improve. I mean, to encourage people to actually do PvP and to reward people who actually do a lot of PvP. So, buckle your seatbelts, change your socks, do whatever you need to do to get ready for this, because I'm going to go over the cons as quickly as I can, and then we'll go over what can fix them. Alright, so let's talk about the cons. Now, I'm just going to stop you right here. I do have a bit of a cold. You can probably hear it. I've been coughing pretty badly. I got a stuffed nose. So I apologize if this takes me a little bit longer to get through than normal, but we'll try to get through them regardless. So, let's talk about the reward system and what is actually wrong with the system and what needs to be changed. Currently, EXP is pretty bad. You get about less than 5% to a level. You get about roughly 4% depending on how close to 70 you are. If you're really close to 70, you are literally scraping the bottom of the barrel for EXP for PvP. Next up would be the wolf marks. You get wolf marks, which you can exchange for glamours. They're right here in your currency tab, and they essentially serve no purpose except for to buy glamours. And I mean, that's not a problem. Having wolf marks to buy glamours isn't that big of a problem. It's just that the armor itself isn't very attractive and not many people actually want it. So take that with as you will. Just, it's not that great. There's like I said, there's one piece that people buy because it makes them feel like a weeb. Next up would be the ranked mode of the feast, which is here. It's 4v4. It's not bad. I don't have much luck with it because I queue by myself, and it's not that that's a problem. It's just that I just can't seem to get wins. It's luck of the draw, and I'm not a very lucky person. So, and you do get rewards for it. The rewards are given to the top 100 people in a data center, which, if you do the math, that equates to 0.06% of the player base. That is so small. Sorry, not 0.06, 0.006%. 0.06 equates to the people who actually get the armor. 0.006 get a weapon, and one person per data center gets a furnishing item. That's it. Just one person. Just one person. I don't know why, but they do. And then the last part of the PvP reward system that I don't like and I think needs to be reworked is the PvP profile. PvP profile serves no purpose except for it shows you your job abilities unless you pull them onto a bar. Your additional abilities, you get 2 of them. And your traits, you get to pick 3 of them. You can change these on the fly while in PvP, and that's about it. You also get to see your record. Mine's not the greatest record. I also don't have the most campaigns in a frontline than other people. I did take a frontline hiatus. I was putting in about 40 matches a week before, and I put in 40 matches last week, and I didn't even get a level. Well, I did get a few levels. Like I said, I got barred to 63 and I started at 60, but I also did leveling roulettes and 50-60 roulettes and trial roulettes with that. So the amount of EXP you get is terrible. So let's talk about how would we fix the system. In order to fix the current system, we'll have to make some key changes and reworks to the current one. Rework the PvP profile to reward more EXP the higher your PvP profile rank. It would increase the amount of EXP. Well, just for an example, it could increase the amount of EXP you gain by 2% per PvP rank. So if you get 100 EXP from a frontlines match, at level 50, you would receive 200 instead. This way, it encourages players to continue to play PvP to rank up and earn more EXP, as well as reward the players who have been PvPing by rewarding them with a new option to level up alternative jobs with PvP, the activity they already enjoy. Also, with the PvP rank, we would have to remove the three grand companies from the PvP profile and unify it to be one single PvP rank. The current system is set up in such a way it punishes players for switching grand companies when grand companies aren't as significant as they were before. By removing the connection of your PvP profile rank with your current grand company, it would allow players to be able to swap grand companies for PvE reasons without actually having to worry about their PvP rank. And as for the PvP rank related titles, they could just be changed based on your current grand company instead. They don't have to be linked based on your PvP profile rank with that grand company. The current max level for PvP rank is 50. I think upon reaching rank 45, obviously increasing with each expansion, you should be able to access or enter an elite Wolves Pier room, or Captain's Quarters as I would like to call it. For argument's sake, we will call it the Captain's Quarters for this video. In the Captain's Quarters, you could purchase glamours, mounts, furnishings, and toys such as the sparklers that you find in game with your wolf marks. These items are equipable or glamourable by people who have achieved the specific PvP rank. So only they would be able to equip or glamour these items. They could be more elaborate glamours and weapons, possibly with visual effects, possibly a mount based on the current expansion that reflects the PvP, such as the War Steeds, furnishings such as weapon racks or the shatter crystals from Frontlines, or any other army-based furnishings could be purchasable, as well as toys or minions, maybe a mini Rival Wings mech or a Feast logo firework. Lastly, the Feast rewards, and I know this is going to be a touchy subject because when they added the Feast rewards, I know a lot of people were very excited for them. They're like, oh, we're going to be praising the top 100 people. Unfortunately, with that system, it kind of leaves the vast majority of people out. It doesn't even reward people for trying. So people, if they don't feel like they can get to top 100, they don't feel like they would even try to even do it. So my theory is there are 4 ranks in the Feast, and the 4 ranks are bronze, silver, gold, and diamond, and technically the top 100. So technically across all of them there are 5 ranks, but we're going to talk about the first 4 primarily. So the bronze people would get a necklace based on the season, maybe with a pendant reflecting the rank in which the season they earned. So like a bronze pendant of the season, or maybe the expansion, so they don't have to do it every season. Silver would get a silver pendant based on the season, as well as a minion. Gold would receive a gold pendant and a minion, as well as that season's set of glamour armor. That way, you'll see more people with the fancy armor that they give out for the season itself. That way, it'll encourage more people to try to do the Feast. Diamond would receive a weapon. The top 100 players would receive a mount and a glowing version of the weapon. The top 10 would receive a fancier mount, maybe more elaborate armor on it, and a title. And the top player, the number 1 player, would receive the furnishing item that they currently receive, an exceptionally fancy mount. Maybe it has visual effects. Maybe it glows. Maybe the eyes are on fire or something like that. And a very unique title. Maybe it'll be like the #1, whatever. Do you know what I mean? Something along those lines to encourage people or to reward the top players. This kind of falls in lines of the way that other games give out competitive rewards, such as Overwatch or Smite, League of Legends, or CSGO. You get a reward not just for trying, but for trying your best. It doesn't exclude everybody, and it only rewards a very small portion of people. It rewards a lot of people, but it rewards you even more for doing well. This is key. Without being able to do this, nobody will ever try to do the feast. They'll never try, because getting to that top 100 is either only done through exploiting, which some people have done, although it's not being done that much anymore, which I'm very happy about. But it doesn't just give them a participation and reward. I think that's what people were afraid of. They don't want people to just get a reward for putting in, a handful of matches, get the bronze, and go, I don't want to do this anymore. This will reward people for actually trying to climb their ranks. Even if they can't get to top 100. Maybe, you have a job, and maybe you're going to school full-time and working part-time, or you're playing other games. This will still reward you for trying to do the best that you can with the time that you have. Now, with that being said, I would really like to talk about Rival Wings and which is being released in the upcoming patch 4.15. I think there's been a few people who said patch 4.1. It's not coming with patch 4.1, which is upsetting. It's coming in patch 4.15. So let's just quickly go talk about that. Alright, so let's talk about Rival Wings. Rival Wings looks like it's going to be a MOBA style PvP mode. There's 2 lanes, a jungle area in the middle, which you can see. I'm probably going to have pictures of this up for you guys. Okay, just look at them a little bit easier. And the whole idea of it looks like to push your robots to their base and destroy their base. So it literally looks like they're adding a MOBA style game to PvP in Final Fantasy XIV, which is actually super exciting. I'm actually super hyped for this. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun, and I think it's gonna be great. Now, the reason why I bring this up after all of those suggestions is because this is proof, like living proof, that they are actually trying their hardest to please the PvPers. They know that we currently like the objective system more than we like the feast, so they're adding in something that's kind of like in between. There's objectives for us to play at the same time, and there's going to be a lot of team deathmatch going on. And this is kind of like a good middle point between the feast and Frontlines. If you don't know, Frontlines is pretty much there's no objective at all. You just straight up kill each other, and whoever kills each other the most in a row basically wins. And then Frontlines is just straight up zerging each other and trying to zerg objectives. So this is a good midpoint. It's 24 man against 24 man. It's really exciting. It looks really good, and I'm really hoping they develop more on this. And I hope somebody at Square Enix hopefully sees this video and just goes, alright, this person must do a lot of PvP. They are very concerned about certain things that we're not looking at right now, and take them to heart. I enjoy where they're going with PvP. I just want to make that clear. I just think that there are certain things that they're overlooking that could reward the people who do still do a lot of PvP. And those are the people that they should currently be trying to appease a little bit more, because if people see that, hey, if we do a lot of PvP, we get rewarded for it, you're going to encourage people to do more PvP rather than just standing around AFK in Idleshire or Ralger's Reach. So that's all I really wanted to talk about. I really hope you guys enjoy the video. I'm going to link my Twitch channel down below. I stream a few times a week because I currently work, and I'm about to go back into school soon. So I'm not going to have a lot of time, but I do want to stream when I can. And I do PvP a lot in this. I also play a few other games. But that's all I really want to talk about. So thank you guys very much. Sorry, I haven't made a video on YouTube in a very long time, so I'm kind of rusty at this. And I'll see you guys later.